What's up, everybody? See what they say. I can't see. My eyes ain't good as they used to be. Why this thing moving like this, man? That's why I don't be like messing with TikTok. TikTok be on some bullshit. Look at this. Look how that shit moving. What's this? All this shit up in here. I was making this video because it seems like if you need religion to make you a good person, then you got to be a bad person from the start. If you need a book that makes you be a good person to give you some morals, you got to be a bad person. And I'm saying it because, and the thing about religion in the Bible is everything in life is practical. You practical about everything until it comes to religion. Then when it comes to religion, you get to be stupid as you want to be. You could believe that you're going to die and come back. You believe you're going to die and live forever. You believe that you're going to go to heaven. You believe that you're going to go to hell. You believe that hell is a burning place. You believe that heaven is in a place up in the sky. And where is heaven and hell? Where is the gates of heaven? And then they say, oh, no, it's not really gates. It's symbolically speaking. Everything is symbolic. Everything is symbolical, metaphors, parables, and symbols when it comes to the Bible. Everything in life is practical until it comes to the Bible. That's when everything becomes dumb, stupid, fantasy land. All that shit comes into play when you start believing in the Bible. You got to believe in all that bullshit when you start believing in the Bible. You got to do it with everything be like this car need gas. If I the Bible. You got to believe in all that bullshit when you start believing in the Bible. You got to do it with everything be like this car need gas. If I don't put gas in the car, it's not going to run. But if I pray, then I might get some gas. But there's no guarantee. Praying. That's praying. I can sit in this car and pray all day that it'll move, but it won't move until I start this shit. But when it comes to life, you got a book of poetry. It's like the Bible. It's the ghetto Bible. Here it is right here. That's one right there. That's one novel. It's called Pretty Ugly. You guys should get a signed copy. I don't know why this thing is moving like this. I'm going to get off of this shit. Who's out there? But I was just talking about religion. And black people, we the most religious people on the planet, and we ain't got nothing to show for it. We ain't got nothing to show for our belief in God. People in Africa, they ain't got nothing. Well, I can't say what they doing in Africa. That's the funny thing. We always have a connection with Africa, but I don't know if they have a connection with us. I don't even think they give a damn. I can't say it. I'm just saying, it was Europeans that made it that way. They put everybody in categories and made it about your race. And your race means to compete. A race is a competition. A race is a competitive relationship between groups of people. And Europeans were the ones that put everybody into a race, into a category. And the worst comes from Europeans racing around the world for wealth and resources. And everybody making a big deal. They said they found gold in Africa. I don't know how true it is, but it's not a big deal. All that shit used to be a big deal. It's not a big deal now. That's why you guys go out there and buy these big gold fucking chains and they serve no purpose. Gold is the best conductor of electricity. But you don't need gold like that more because you got other metals that they use to conduct gold. So you don't necessarily need gold like you used to. And the man with the biggest guns wins. So if you got gold chains and I got guns, which is more valuable? All that shit that people buy into now is just hype. It's just something you guys don't even realize it. All that shit you people be spending money on diamonds and gold and all that shit ain't worth nothing. It only has value because the market that they created for it. But that's why if you buy something, that's why you buy gold and diamonds and then you go to sell it, you don't get the same money that you paid for it. All that shit ain't worth nothing, so to speak. People buy that shit to make you feel good. But like Paul Mooney joking said, y'all call them diamonds, we call them shits rocks. That's what the Africans call them. Shit's called a dime a dozen because that one time they used to say diamonds was so rare. And that's what they created a marketing ploy by saying diamonds are a girl's best friend and you should buy an engagement ring. Getting engaged started as a marketing ploy. Before that, people just going to get married. But then they started the marketing ploy with the engagement ring. So people will buy an engagement ring, then they get married. But that shit serves no. It's just valuable to the people. It's just emotionally connected to the people that buy it. But like I said, the man that got the biggest guns win. You got gold, I got guns. Which is worth more? And I'm just saying, like, if you got guns, meaning like if you got guns and bombs and missiles that can go from one side of the world to the other and blow people up, them diamonds and shit ain't worth nothing. That shit ain't worth nothing. Diamonds at one time served the purpose because it was used as money. They called them ducats. They would take the gold and they would press them into coins. And that's how money became, that's how money came to be, money and the value. But that shit ain't what I'm saying. It's not even a big deal no more. It's all about technology and your army. That's what it's about now. Your army and your technology. Because if you got an army, you can take the diamonds. You can take the gold. You could take the coltan and the bauxite and the magnesium and all that other shit. You could just take it. You could take it. You go in there. You send in, like I said, whenever they're about to take over, whenever a big power is about to invade a country, they send in the missionaries first. They send in the missionaries and they convert you with their religion. Like them girls, like that white girl and that black girl. The white girl was from Wisconsin and the black girl was from Africa. And the African girl, she was laughing at the shit I was saying. They were talking about me, asking me, do I believe in the spirit? I was talking about spirit is an ingredient added to wine. That's what a spirit is. I don't believe that shit, a spirit. I don't even like recording on this thing because this thing always fucking up. I ain't encouraging nobody to do shit. You could come in if you want to. If you don't come in. What is all this shit for? Diamonds. See, you got diamonds. They got virtual diamonds. I gotta turn the car on before the battery about to go dead. But religion is the biggest scam sold to man. And religion ain't never do good by black people. Everybody that come in religion do black people dirty. Especially with Christianity. Christianity and then Islam. And Islam is just as bad as Christianity here in America as Islam over there. The funny thing about somebody brought up a good point on TikTok the other day. Every time you look at the hieroglyphics and like pictures of the Egyptians, they naked. They practically naked. They ain't got no clothes on. They cover their waist up, and the women cover their breasts, and they got a hat. But they don't have all them clothes on. But now you see all these all these so-called Arab Muslims over there, and they got everything. They say do it to be modest. They cover up their face. They cover up their hair. They cover up everything. They cover up everything because it was Europeans that went over there and tried to claim that they was the Egyptians and all of that. And that sun burned their ass up. So they had to cover up their body so the sun won't burn them up. That's why they wear all them clothes. They ain't wearing them clothes because they're trying to be modest. They wear them clothes to protect themselves from the sun. Because if you look at all them pictures of them Africans in hieroglyphics and stuff like that, they ain't got no clothes on. Even like in that Eddie Murphy video, remember the time? They have no clothes on in that video. They ain't have all them shit covered up their face and all of that. Europeans did that shit. What's on? Let me get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Check out my book online. It's called Pretty Ugly, a Harlem Situation. That's my novel.